And we're live.
Does it annoy you when someone does well in a game or a sport in general, and then they thank God, like God Himself has any interest in your, not that He exists or anything, but that God has some interest in your football play? Like if you believe that the creator of the universe, the guy who invented atoms and human beings and giraffes and asteroids and stars
Cancer
gives a fuck how many yards you got today. like does that annoy you? Because it annoys the fuck out of me when I see Tim Tebow fucking
Tebowing. Yeah.
Tebowing. It used to annoy me to the point where I'm like, this shit is fucking corny. Like it used to bother me a lot. But then as I kind of grew, my empathy level has grown. So like I would have laughed a little harder at those Wings videos 5 to 8 years ago. But like
you just gotta know them a little better.
But like now when I see people doing that, that's just the way they express their love for whatever they feel is in existence. So I don't think the majority of America in general has questioned their belief systems to the point where they have pondered that theological question of if there was a God, or they obviously believe that, but if there's a God, how much does he give a shit about this game? And if he does give a shit about this game, he's kind of neglecting starving children, and he's kind of neglecting murderers, holding them accountable. That he's kind of neglecting rape victims. He's kind of like he doesn't care, and if he does care, that's what I'm saying. So give God all the glory. It makes no sense to me because like you never hear somebody who has a terrible, shitty game, 3 fumbles, 4 interceptions, but like, I couldn't have done this without God. You'll never hear that.
That one's on you, Jesus.
You'll never hear that.
Fingers, what the fuck? I was holding on tight.
God damn it, Jesus was helping the Cubs tonight. I should have known.
Exactly.
There were 4 footsteps, and then there were 2. Where the fuck were you, Jesus?
and you'll never hear that. And it's my problem with religion or people's theological beliefs in general is that they give all positive attributes to their divine creator, but the negative is all the devil. Yeah. And I'm like, and I always have this conversation with Christians or Muslims. I'm like, okay, well, if that's the case, who created the devil? That's your boy too. So no, he created himself. Then you get into this whole they play mental gymnastics to get away from that point. So
because there's no real way to rational. Who created the devil? Well, Jesus created the devil, but then the devil chose to go against it. Well, is God omniscient? Then he would have known that ahead of time.
Exactly.
Maybe he could have just created the 2/3 of the angels that were chill.
Exactly.
It's like it's a whole convoluted, nonsensical loop.
Yeah,
but as far as religion goes, if it helps you be a better person, I think it's fine. Go for it. Just don't tell me what I can and can't do because of your religion.
I go back and forth with that because you can't believe it for sure. But I go back and forth with as long as it makes you be a better person, because I think a lot of religious doctrines hold us back as a society, right? So you have people out here really believing that the earth is 6,000 years old when it's demonstrably not so, right? Yeah. And then you have people pushing teach creationism with evolution, and it's like when that shit starts to happen, then it's like, no, this doesn't help you be a better person. I don't care how good you are to people, you're actually doing a disservice to like kids who then think there's a debate going on. There's no debate going on.
Yeah.
And that's my huge problem with religion, where I go back and forth on believe what you want to believe.
You should look at it like you look at like fairy tales, like they have a moral to them. Right? Like there's a reason, there's a reason you don't go into that gingerbread house over there. That lady might try to fucking cook your ass up and eat you. There aren't any fucking witches. It's a great example. Don't take candy from strangers. Good fucking example. That's what that story teaches you. Little Red Riding Hood, all that stuff.
Halloween
they teach you
sucks
stuff.
At Kyle's house.
Yeah, put those razor blades in the apples. We did it all. No.
He gives out Indian food.
Yes.
Oh, kids would
Here's some
love
curry,
that.
kids.